If people can't read me, that means my mind games are working. Okay, but the answer is, honestly, I see no reason that people should take any what was happening other than at face value, because we have always maintained that the Russia relationship is a very important one. Look, I'm looking at it now from an Indian perspective, and that's also part of being Bharat. Part of being Bharat is you must look from perspective of your interest, not allow other people to decide your judgment and your responses.
You confuse people because of this demeanor. Let me be honest with you. You were in Russia and you posted that picture, and then you were sitting with President Putin, and in the Western press there was an absolute meltdown that now Dr. Jaishankar is there, and then there's this bonhomie between President Putin and Prime Minister Modi, untrustworthy friend and ally. The Western media just doesn't know how to read you.
No, if people can't read me, that means my mind games are working. Okay, but the answer is, honestly, I see no reason that people should take any what was happening other than at face value, because we have always maintained that the Russia relationship is a very important one, very steady one. I've written about it in my book, and I said it in Moscow. I mean, I said it publicly in Moscow even before my meeting with President Putin happened, which is that we value this relationship. It's a relationship that has served India well. Look, I'm looking at it now from an Indian perspective, and that's also part of being Bharat. Part of being Bharat is you must look from perspective of your interest, not allow other people to decide your judgment and your responses.
You know, when you write about the Quad and then the disappointment when the Quad had to take a back seat, and then it comes up again. Well, it comes into focus when Prime Minister Modi comes in. Again, it comes into focus. So obviously when it's Quad and then there is Russia, who are the new friends? Who are the old friends? Is everybody a friend? This Vishwamitra bit, I know you're going to come back to that. Is everybody a friend? How do you choose your friends and allies?
No, again, look, a country which has maximum friends and minimum adversaries is obviously one with a smart diplomacy. So why would a country restrict its friends? Why would it say, I will choose you and not choose you? Unless your interest compelled you to do that. I am today focusing on how do I expand my relationships, how am I more present, how am I more influential. So for me, the more friends I have, the more forums I'm member of, the more places where I can influence, sway outcomes is good for me. Now it's the others who push you, this is the mind games that others play, that they would say, if you are a democracy, you must do this, this, this. So if you should ask them, well, if that is so, please look at the mirror and tell me how you were behaving as a democracy. So everybody, after all, look, it's not like every country has its values and beliefs, but every country has its interests as well, and every country finds a balance. So when others come and tell you that you have no interest, that you must go by what has been decided elsewhere, that's when you lack that self-confidence to say, excuse me, I think I'm going to do something else because I've looked at it very carefully and my interests have taken me in a certain direction or asked me to take a certain position.